Hello everyone, this is Leslie, better known as Kinky Curly Beauty. As you can see, I now have my hair stretched. I will turn around and let you see. And this stretching was done with the banding method. I will say first off, when I prepare for my banding method, I allow my hair to dry by itself, maybe 85%. And this is after a shampoo. I let my hair dry maybe 85% and then I do the banding method. You don't want to do the banding method while your hair is soaking wet because the bands, the moisture in the hair will just scrunch the hair up between the bands and make them bulk. So you don't want that to happen. So you want your hair to be about 85 to 90% dry before you do the stretching because then it can get dry gradually and also stretch at the same time. So right now I'm going to do a jumbo twist pinup. If you'd like to see this style, stay tuned. Hey everyone, I wanted to kind of get a feel of what I wanted to do with my hair before I brought you all back because I didn't want to spend 10 minutes trying to figure out what I wanted to do when my videos are already long enough. So what I'm doing now, I'm just basically trying to part my hair like I can see it in my head because every style that I do, I always have a vague picture of it in my head. So as I'm parting and deciding what I'm going to do, it's all just coming together. So that's what I'm doing right now. So hopefully this goes as planned so that I won't have spent all this time doing this for nothing. And make sure, like I told you, don't pull the hair so tight. Now on these, I don't want them to be so jumbo. So I am putting a little tension on it. But typically, don't put a lot of tension on the hair as you're twisting because the tighter you pull it, the flatter the twists are going to be. And now once you're done, I'm going to show you how this one is really kind of flat, but I'm going to fatten it back up. And this is what I do in the morning times. Like when I do this style tonight, when I tie my hair up, in the morning in certain areas, it will flatten a little bit. So I'll just get the twist and fatten it up, move it around, and hold the base, puff it, and then pin it. But in the morning, I won't unpin it. I'll just make sure I just pull it, kind of like so, to fatten it up, like that. Now I'm going to go to my next one. And since I'm really just freestyling, I don't know what this is going to turn out to be. I'm hoping it's something that I can keep and I won't necessarily have to take down and redo because it doesn't look like I planned, like I thought it would look. Because that has happened a time or two. I would think something in my head and then once I complete that style, it doesn't look like I thought it was going to look. So I end up having to take it down and start over. And that's alright because this is a really easy style. These jumbo twists are fairly easy to do. Once you get the hang of the actual twist, you can do these twists anytime. So if you do a set that you don't like, you could just simply take it down and start over. And see, I'm grabbing it really loosely. Make sure you twist it all the way over. And then the closer you get to the end, you can pull it tighter because that's your base. And like I said, if it's not fat enough by the time you get to your base, you can fatten it up when you get done twisting your end. Let's let me pin this down. Find a pin. Pinning that down, and then I'll just go in and just move sections around until I get it as high as I want it. And there you go. I wanted this to be kind of slanted. I'm not slanting them as much as I thought I would though. But that was what I was going for, a slanted look. But like I said, the image is always in my head. Most times it works out like I see it, but then there's sometimes that it don't. But it's all good because these are fairly quick styles. So it really takes no time to take it down and start all over. See, it's really easy. I don't know. I think a lot of people may be blowing out or stretching their hair too straight, because the fatter your hair, the fatter the twist. The thicker the hair, the fatter the twist. Why don't I have any pins out? So, you know, it's best, if you're going to blow out your hair, it's best to make sure that you don't overdo it. Okay, I'm going to make this just one. Make that one. And see, my hair tonight, it was not straightened on, stretched rather, on with blown out hair. This was just basically a band method where I just, well, that's not close enough. This is a band method where I just got sections of hair, moisturized it really good, and applied rubber bands all the way down to the ends. And I kept it up for a couple of hours, and then I took it down. So you can always stretch your hair without having to use heat. And my edges, I don't really have to have slick edges. I just leave my edges natural. Sometimes I will put some edge control on my hair, on my edges, and that's only when I may happen to wear some type of French roll pin up. Then I will put something on my edges. But typically I don't, because I don't really care if I have bushy edges. To me, that just comes with the process of being natural. I don't really have to have slick edges. Okay, I took the pins off of these because now I'm going to do the back. But I'm going to pin them out of the way because I don't want them to end up being in the twist in the back. So I'm just going to pin this. There is no neat process. My twists, before I pin them up in the style, they are every which way before the style actually comes into play. So for the back, I think I'm going to slant it this way. And another thing, I like to have a base to have my twist tucked under. My twist always have to be tucked under another twist or hidden up under something. I don't just want them out anywhere. And I will show you that once I get done with the back. I'm going to do one and then I may cut it off and start with something else. I've got to figure out how to set my mirror so that I can see the back of my head. I'll be right back.